Hello, it's Jane. Hey Sandra, hey Sharon, hey Matty Kitty, how you going? Okay, of course, as soon as I've started, Zorro's decided that he has to be in here with me. Excuse me, sorry, live. Zozzy, are you coming in? Zoz, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Chop, chop, chop. Sorry, I'm shepherding Pomeranians. It's all real. Okay, now before we start, I just have to tell you, I've got this silicone tape. It's a medical grade silicone, like sticky tape. It actually feels like skin on my hand, on my little scar. So I know it looks really weird. I've just put it on and it just like the sticky stuff sort of comes out the sides for a bit. So just don't be too grossed out. It is what it is, but it's comfortable. So apologies because it does look like a blister that's about, you know, or my skin's about to fall off, but it's not, okay? Okay. Hey Kerry, how you going? Right, so today, I'm just super zapped up with Botticelliness, and I've done so much love drawing. Oh. And I had another friend, Brooke, who does Puppy Circus. She's my good friend. She hasn't drawn for years, and it was just so much fun. I just love it when people start drawing again and discover that yes, it might be a little bit harder than they remember, or it's awesome, but I love it when people are like, okay, I need to practice a little bit more. So, and then want to do that. So I'm just like, yay, another drawer, yay. Okay, so I'm going to, hey Dawn, how you doing, love? Okay, I'm going to do, press a few buttons as now that no, that's not the, this is the link. Okay, turn that off, turn that off, turn that off. We don't need any of that. Look at this beautiful colour that I've got here. This is one of the prep work journals for the Botticelliesque workshop. So although its tagline at the moment, this could change, is utterly divine faces because of the Venus connection and the goddesses. And well, also, you know, Mary, she's another divine being, wasn't she? Or had divine inclinations. It's not just faces, of course, there's all sorts of other things. It's just, you know me, it's all about the eyes. So that's what I've got here as our background. And I just was going to show you, this is a journal that I've had for years. It's very large, as you can see. And this is the modern interpretations of where we might be going with the Botticelli-esqueness of it all. Look at this background, all scratchy. This is all joyful gesso and just all sorts of different techniques. This is a LayerCake just happening here, just doing a little walkthrough. Oh. Sometimes I feel like going large, and sometimes I don't feel like going large. I feel like going small. But the reason that I've bought this one out now, sorry, nudity, it's just a little bit of bottom cracks and a little bit of boobages. Okay, it's nothing too dramatic. I'll try and cover up anything that's too much. We don't have anyone will faint, will they? Hey, Annette, having a quick look. Well, good girl. Sneak your art in. Yes, Kerry, I knew you would love that background. All the juicy colour. We are colour-isters. So this is from the little quick warm-up sketches, dancing around, but look at the little Botticelliesqueness of it all. I'm seeing little goddesses every time I draw the people at Life Drawing. I'm just so into it. And I like to layer up all my drawings, and I've gone in there with a little bit of aqua pastel. Look at her, isn't she cute? This is the kind of thing we're going to do. Oh, better. Well, there's no meat. There's no bits and pieces. These are just drawings. But, you know, this is a man, Jasper. And, oh, I've forgotten the name of the lovely... I usually put the names down somewhere, but... really had a good time. And I've got aqua pastel in here and other things. I test things also at drawing. So, you know, we've got new little, this was a mess here. It's just a bowl of flesh soup, ignore. But this is nice, isn't it? All the little people gymnasting around, trying to get the movement of the body. And this was, I know, look, don't look at the face, we're still working on it. But anyway, that's some drawing that I did. So I might pop this journal away, actually. Am I going to create in this today? I don't know. No, I might pop that to one side. Look at this beautiful book that I got, because what I've discovered is that Botticelli, Zozzy, not you, Botticelli, I didn't say Zozzy. Of course I knew that he loved drawing. This is Simonetta here, which we'll learn all about in the workshop. And Simonetta is the face that reappears over and over and over. Oh. We might have a situation, yeah. Oh, stop it, you lot. Oh my gosh, they bark at me when they want to go outside because Angus has just got back. What I'm trying to say is Botticelli really loved tinting his papers different colours and then drawing on them. So me drawing on top of the colourful papers, I'm just channeling Botticelli. I apologise for the screeching dogs. I'm not sure what to do about that. Will you be quiet, or are you going to be naughty? Naughty, of course. He'll pick chaos every time. The Rhythm of the Line. Look at this beautiful book. It was quite expensive, but oh, look at this beautiful close-up of the face. Oh, I love it. And see, when you've got a tinted background, then when you're adding in your highlights and your shadows, it all just starts jumping off the page. So I really... Is that Angus? Yep. Oh, are you going to do a coffee? No. Thank you. Oh, look at this close-up. Oh, we can see the revisions of the eyes. Oh, I'm going to love this book. I got it yesterday. And anyway, very excited about the online workshop if you want to join me with that. So, I'm just going through things that excite me before we start drawing, because as you know, I'm an intuitive creature and I don't know what I'm going to create yet. Why is that a little bit wobbly? Just excuse me for 1 second yet again. I don't know why we're off on an angle, but I can do that. Look at that. Okay. But now we're a bit far away, so can I zoom in with this? Not really, but I can with this. Oops. There we go. That's a bit better, isn't it? Okay, this journal is space, not an object, just in case you didn't know. Do you love your path? This is a journal that I'm working in. So I started it in 2021. And as you could see, what used to be top secret. Oh, watercolour gesso cover here. Did I show you this one last week? I can't remember which one I showed you. You would be amazed at the secrets beneath the waves. Did we look at this one? Oh, Debbie's ordering a lavender matcha. Oh, how funny. Petra. Oh, well, there's a bit of swearing here, but it's just from the television. She's just laying down the law. It's probably from Real Housewives. That's where the most swearing is. So this journal had very little writing in it, and I've just been adding a little bit while I'd grabbed this one from downstairs. This is where I've been watching television. I've been watching the Physical 100, and I'm currently rewatching Veep. So I don't think many quotes of those ones will end up in here. I hope not from Veep anyway. It's a very funny show, but I don't want that written in my journal, my goodness. This is windsurfing here. Oh, yum, a little bit of shimmers on the cheeks. Can you see that? Oh, right, Tegan's recommending the Charles Bark Drawing Course book. Oh, I'll have to look that up. I've got so many books that I really try and make myself read them properly before I allow myself to buy another one, because I have had a very bad book problem in the past. And yeah, and I've got all my books from the last 1,000 years. Oh, and that was Poppy coming back in. He was opening the door up himself. Look at the glimmers on here. This looks like unique. And then I've put all the paint pen over the top. We've got this nice purple clown woman, whatever she is. Colour library being built, because these would have been pages of swatches and swatches and swatches of me getting colours right, getting the balance of things right, getting the stories right, getting the theme happening, all of this sort of work. And then they become faces or other things. Eyes forward, love. Little notes about this and that. Oh, this is all the washi tapes. Oh, that's washi tape, little faces here. Oh, have I got any faces here? Oh, I might do that today, actually. I feel like that. Oh, yes. Oh, I've got a brand new one. Oh, well, I might keep her out too, actually. Oh, and look at these little cuties I found in Kmart. The really cute colours I've got somewhere else. I'm working on a whole other project at the same time. And that I'm also working on Botticelliesque. Look at this. Look, it's all wiggly woggly at the top and the bottom. The cute little colours. Oh, I love it so much. Look at the watermelon-y colours. Little Kmart-y washi tape set. So in Australia, our Kmart's more like American Target if you're in America. I don't know what the English equivalent is. What do you have in England or wherever you're from? Just so I know where to go and poke my nose, because Kmart's pretty good. Just getting some of my washi out. You know, for cute little things. Oh, I saw they had some Hello Kitty erasers. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to get them for my eraser collection because I love Hello Kitty. Well, I did as a kid. I cannot, oh, there it is. Cannot find the start of it. So there we go. Just get that rolling. And oh, yum, I had that little bit of tippy toes. Inks, got no idea what this is. All colour library. And yeah, I've got other names that I've called things. So that's all kind of fun. Oh, this quote, what was that from? Don't worry, I'm sorry, is that a swear word? I'm fluid in bastard, I'll be fine. Someone that was being told they were too dainty, and so they were like, that's okay, I can. Look, things tickle me that I'm watching or that I hear in a TV show or in music, and then they end up in the journal. Oh, Pigments of Imagination. These colours are so gorgeous. This is them right here. I might use those. They're very goddessy, Venusy Botticelli. These colours are Botticelli colours. These, he didn't have those. Well, maybe he did, but he not quite. He wasn't using quite those. Actually, that's not true. In the paintings, I don't like he was. But this is more an, oh, look, we've got gobs happening here. Oh, Kmart's not down in the US. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, Kmart here is like Target in the US. Like it's got like it's cool. Like you go there and it's like, ooh, what treats do you have for me today? Look at this washi tape. Oh, look at all these gorgeous colours. Oh, look at this. This is icing on the LayerCake. Oh, she is gorge. She's getting more and more gorge all the time. Ah! Have I put that? Is this journal got that? Had the original of this in, didn't it? Did we pass this? Or was that my imagination? Didn't we just pass the real version of this? Yeah. Oh, I did already put it there. I do like to put the, you know, if I've done rub-ons or collage or washi tape of the original, it is fun to put them in here as well. I'm sure I showed you this. Take 100 seats and shut up. Oh, that's very rude. I didn't say that. They said that. This is a stencil and stamp set. Oh, she could see through the ducks. Oh, this is washi tape as well. Look at the colours. Yes, Rainbow Rebel. And this is stamping with my masking fluid, the masquerade fluid, putting the masquerade marker on lace, that's what that is, and on a stamp, and stamping it on, painting over, and then taking it off. That would look kind of cool up here, you know, but it just doesn't need to be up there. Oh, hello, this is a stencil. This is Joyful Gesso. Oh, planning my mum's garden with her. Oh, some little notes about this and that. Well, this is very ugly, so let's do something about that. And I really do want to use this. Oh, and there's, look, a little Venus in here. I forgot about her. How appropriate, Venus popping up everywhere. Oh, please make sure you watch, if you've got my newsletter, you got the link, or it's on the website for the little video I made. I have to make a different one for YouTube, but I have a funny video from, there's no swear words here, are there? No. A very funny video that I made for the Botticelliesque workshop. The body of the video is not funny, but the bloopers at the end I think are hilarious because I just, you know me, like the emotions of these things, you know, sometimes I have to do multiple takes. Well, I did for this one because I don't know why, but talking about the birth of Venus painting, it just takes me back to Italy, to standing in front of it in Florence, and I'm just like, I can't control myself. I'm an emotional creature. And I'm just going to put little Botticelli, my little Venus up here. Where is she? She can just sit up here. There she is. I'm just going to pop that down there for the time being. Oh, what's this? That is Atlantis, my watercolours with Chelsea. Oh, look at the zapping. Probably break the camera with its gorgeousness. How gorgeous are these colours? So that's Atlantis, and Oh, that might be Atlantis. Yes, Atlantis. And then there was also artificial intelligence. Let's use Botticelliesque. Let's get into it. Let's get water. Let's put this purple colour is so gorgeous. It's so it's the most boring purple you can imagine, because purple's quite exciting, and I don't want exciting purple. I already have exciting purples. I want boring purple so we can use it as a background. Oh, on whatever I've got going back here. But the reason I'm painting over this, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like looking at it. And in terms of this whole journal, I'm loving the journal. And what I don't like are these little poops up here. I just do not like them. And rather than pretend they don't exist, I am going to do something about it, and I'm going to put this mute lavender, let that gorgeous bit of exciting pink creep in, because I don't really want an exciting colour in the background. I want to make that disappear. But as far as backgrounds go, lilac for a background, what? Yes, it is possible. So let's bring her hair out like this. Now the LayerCake is going to have trouble going over this washi, but it'll stick a bit. I can do it in layers, it's okay. And oh, at Life Drawing, there was a lady who's got a documentary on Netflix about funguses. It's called Follow the Rain, and I haven't watched it yet. And it's like of mushrooms, and she had a book that's just come out, and her photography, she's an expert in, she's a writer, and she works with mushroom experts, one of whom was one of the experts for the trial of the mushroom poisoner lady. And she goes like, look, she was telling us all about the death cap mushrooms and how she travels all over the world looking at weird mushrooms. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to get her book. It was beautiful. Such an interesting person. And Kerry, your geisha fungus goldfish, when I saw that, I was like, oh my goodness, you would, it wouldn't exactly exist as a fungus, but not far off. Some of them are so weird, they just look completely like they're made out of AI, but it's not, it's real. Reality's even weirder. How nice is this, getting a little bit of that pink on there. So I'm just sort of going around in a little bit of a silhouette and just covering up what I don't like. Why keep looking at it if I don't like it, right? Just cover it. Oh, we can let the background get a bit more exciting as it comes towards the bottom of the page. Grounding it in excitement. And then let this be a grayed off little thing here. It's going to take me a bit to get over this. I think it's loose pigment sprayed around. I can't quite remember. I've got a lot of experiments going on in my journals, and it's just as important learning what you don't quite like as to what you absolutely love. These are all very important lessons that we learn. Okay, right. Well, I might draw with, do you know this, or maybe that? No, that's a bit exciting. Well, this will be good. Okay, I'm just going to try and do something a bit different to what my head is saying immediately, like black, but let's not do black. Let's be a weird fungus, okay? Let's do the unexpected. Let's do the unexpected. Oh, we've got a new correction of purple. Okay, way of saying purple. Purple's just such a strange creature because it's made of the hottest and the coldest of colours, and so it's both. And I like to, colour is easier to think about. Oh, that's nice. It's easier to think about when you, if you think think of it as being hot and cool. And at least it's a starting point when you do that, right? I'm absolutely having a silent conniption over this colour. How can hot pink be a background colour? It's just, well, it can, look. And the lilac. And then I will let that build up in there. And then if I want to zap it a bit, I could put a bit of metallic. But I've got this. Now, this is not a good background lilac. She's too beautiful. She's too flamboyant. Oh, that sounds like a coffee. Is that an incoming coffee? How's your back feeling now?
Yeah, because you've got the all clear.
You don't have to go back?
No.
Unless you want to.
Correct.
Oh, Angus has had a sore back and now that's in the past. How good's that? Got my coffee. Delicious. Mmm. I like her. Okay, now let's, I need some, okay. Do you know what? I'm going to use Cosmos. This is Cosmos. And this is a metallic deep space blue-black. I've got metallic, you might not be able to see it, but there's metallic in here. So I'm going to, I'm going to go in with this blue-black to add some definition. I might even mix it. I'm just going to go in between, right in between. Now, I know some people will faint having contamination, the colours contaminating it. They don't contaminate each other. They're just sitting on each other, being friends, you know. Just having a lovely chat, a little mingle. But oh, I met this lovely German lady the other night. She had hair like I'm about to draw. She's a marine biologist. Fungus experts, marine biologists, just never know who you're going to meet. Now, if I'm having, this is washi tape under here, if I'm having trouble with anything sticky on it, I really want it to, because it's got that waxy coating, especially on the first, sometimes it gets less of that effect as it goes on, but of course it's got that waxy coating, otherwise it'll just stick, it's just paper and it'll just stick to itself and you will not be able to do this at all. So washi always has to, it's always going to have that. Sometime, if I really get this quite creamy, I can just get it to, that'll just dab off. See how if the less water I've got in there, the better it'll not bead up. So watercolour on washi tapes, I quite like this effect that we've got here, so I'm going to not touch that. We'll try. But I want her to have this sort of shaped bob, so to make her eyes pop. Let's get out a little bit of, oh, that's better. This will stick to it. Oh, am I doing really bad squirrel? Like just keep on, start with one thing and then just get distracted and talk about something else? Apologies. So if you wanted to use something, an element like this, don't forget you can change it if you want to. Just use it as a little basis to create something a little different. I might get a bit of, this is Love Letter. Oh, I've got the wrong lids on. That's Love Letter. This is Material Girl. These are the new palettes. This is a new one too, Cosmos. New Pinky Ossity. So again, I'll just really activate this. See if I can, oh, perfect. What a miracle that it can stick on top of that. Good one, LayerCake. Just has to be a bit more creamy rather than watery. Well, I love doing that so much. I'm going to put a few highlights in with this because it's not standing out quite enough. So again, I just need to get that quite activated, not so watercolory, more gouache, you know, more gesso-y. And let's give this another crack. Oh gosh, this colour is heaven. We need it in the eyes. And this ugly flower, goodbye. Goodbye, you're very ugly. I don't know if that was quite the right colour. Oh, but the sparkle was right. Well, actually, let's just bring it down into here. It's just the paint coming out. Oh, and then Venus is coming out of the paint. Oh, there's a story happening. We don't need that ugly little flower there, do we? No, we do not. Goodbye. And then eventually I could write a little story in here. Because of the lights, when I look on the screen, that makes it look quite distinct. You know, we've got that washi tape there, which is shiny. What I was going to say is you can put matte medium over the top. A bit of the collage medium is perfect. Clear coat. And then you're painting on this rather than on this. And this is more receptive than this. Look, I'm just thinking out loud here. What happens if she's all the goddesses? And this is just a conglomeration of goddesses. Yes, I could draw them. I've been drawing all week. I think I've found such an just new mad love for drawing because of all this business that I went through with the hand with Thumbelina, and it's just made me, oh, I saw an ad for a little tiny knife that's minuscule, like a pen. I think I might have to get it because that would be quite handy for this. I wonder what will happen if I do that. do a bit of collaging with my washi tapes here. Mm. 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 Oh, I'm having a complete conniption over the sound of the washi tape scrunkling. So she's got Ren from Star Wars inspired hair. So when I was talking to the fungus lady, and I said, oh, it was like The Last of Us. She was talking about that fungus. She mentioned, now I can't remember the name, but she said the name, and I was like, oh, that's the one from The Last of Us that takes over human beings, and that's the end of humanity. And she was like, they can't, we're too warm. I was like, yeah, that's what they said in The Last of Us. Like, what happened to them? It's a good show. It's a bit scary. See, she's just full of people, full of thoughts. But you could just have colourful washi, or you could, what else could you do as a substitute if you didn't have all my ones? Well, you can get all these, of course. I might not have all the ones I'm showing you in stock. I can't quite remember. They come and they go. But I do like this little galaxy up here, so I need to just have goddesses from here down. Maybe this is like her little dress of people. Oh, no, maybe that one could be underneath, peeking out. Oh, this is good washi tape. Yeah, she's like peeking out. Hello. I've got a little bunch of these ones down here. Oh, I remember painting these with welcome mat. That was the first little thing I painted when I made my welcome mats. This is probably not very exciting for you watching this, but it's exciting for me. I suppose I shouldn't press them down too much yet, because I might need to do some alterations again. Oh, look at me, I can even pinch again. Ugh, so handy, being able to pinch. Having not been able to pinch for a little while, being able to pinch is very nice. She's just a little goddess. See, she might pop her under there like that. She's peeking out. Yep. Okay. See, this one here I could pinch off a bit, get a bit more of her showing. And then I can always come in and draw a bit more over the top. Was there any other little... Can I just put an eye in there? I suppose it's my art. I can do what I want. Oh, I've got this one as well. Debbie said this is her upset stomach. All the mean girls. Ugh, we don't want mean girls. Ew. I think a little eyeball in there would be very nice. And once things are dry, we can always do a little bit of rub-ons. Rub-ons on top of washi tape can be a little bit hit or miss. But let's put a little eye there. And, oh, I've got a purple one going the other way. So this is a whole roll of just eyes. Oh, let's put them. Oh, I can make it like a collar. Ooh, should we do that? Or wings? Oh, that would be so weird. Oh, I think she's got eyeball wings. Yes. Why not? Stop. I'm going to do that as for other things too. Why not? Oh, it's too wet. It's not going to stick. Just to remind me though. Oh, that would be so weird. Love it. Love it. Okay. This is the cool thing that happens with collage is you do come up with weird ideas because you've got a piece of something that already exists. You're not digging it out of your brain and drawing it. So it's like a different little audition process, you know. It's just got that little, I've kind of just, I like this. I might just let her dry. Oh, yes, that's weird. I like that. Oh, yeah, a bit more opacity is what we need. Yep. This is waking up. This is just LayerCake sitting on here, so it's only hanging on with a wing and a prayer on top of that washi. Very cool. Now I've dug up a lot of this and that. I might even just give it a tiny rinse in my water there and just take off that little bit of LayerCake. I might have stained the tip, that's no issue, but I just want it to be whitish when I go to use it again. So then more ink will flow through and I will have a white paint pen when I need a white paint pen. That's going to curl up until that's dry. Do I want these to stand out a little bit? I can add a bit of highlight here. There we go. And, well, let's get her to pop. Metallic. Should we go metallic turquoise? I think actually should be this other blue, but I don't have it right in front of me. I've split my tippy toes up all over the place. Oh, I suppose I could use her. Oh, I'm going to go with this first. She's a cosmic something. Oh, draw straight over the washi, very nice. So I'll come over with my line to say, really these faces are inside. This is going to be her arm coming in front. Bit of a hand resting there. So she's very standing to attention, but she's, you know, let's give her a bit of a clavicle. So she's turning. So that side of the bust is going to come into relation to here with the arm. This is all little things we will be learning in Botticelliesque. And the, not just because Botticelli was unusual, he was coming from the Gothic era, so he had the Gothic sway in his artwork, and the new contrapposto, the David has it, you know, but Venus coming out of a clamshell doesn't quite have contrapposto. She's got a little bit of Gothic sway and a little bit of that, and why she looks like she's floating. So she's not quite in gravity, but she's a goddess, so she doesn't need to. She probably didn't have gravity, so the gravity was not gravitating her at all. Oh, I need red, I think. Oh, I've got gold. Let's do gold then. She's a goddess, so why wouldn't she have a bit of gold? These Greek goddesses. Oh, I love her. Well, this is very interesting. She's got a swirl of paint coming here. So this is instead of the spring winds blowing her into the shores, she's got a giant paint tube. We're creating our own myths, okay? We're just, you know, taking inspiration from wherever we feel like it. Oh, this is one of the most gorgeous markers on the planet. Oh, Shauna's new order's just been delivered. Oh, have fun. Get out the LayerCake. Oh, did you get these ones, Shauna? Botticelliesque Material Girl and Love Letter. Or did you go get Laguna Tick and I hope you have that one. That's very nice. They're all nice. All colours are nice. This is a chrome full-blown mirror. So we could give her a bit of a goddess crown, but it's only from light. So I'm pretending here's the middle of her face. So I'm just doing imaginary lines until I get to the background and the jets of light. Do you know this is something that I've been doing my whole life? It's like a game that I play with. Where are the jets of light coming out from people? So sometimes I have them coming out from here or from the heart, but I start, go imaginary and then drag. Imaginary, come up here. So that it's radiating from the same spot. That's the idea of it anyway. Whether that is how it looks to you, I don't know. Oops. And then these are all metallic chrome. Oh, this one might go over that side of the page actually, because she's international, worldwide. And then you have to make decisions. Are her jets of light going behind her head but in front of her eyeball wings, or are they what's the order of things? Well, they might not stay there, so I might. But it's going behind the embodiment of this. Sometimes I just do rays jetting up from that side up. Sometimes we do it the whole way. It just depends on the mood. Hat? No. put them on my own eyes. Ooh, yeah. Does that look like it's radiating out? I think so. We could have a few dotty ones. So this is the mirror marker, because when you, let's give it a mirror here. When you get lots of the ink like this, it's full-blown chrome silver. Like purple. This is chrome. And it's a double-ended entity, this one. It also has a fine point. Ooh! Oh, yum. So that's a pinpoint, you know, like the pinpoint paint pen point. So some of her rays. Oh, we could pretend it's Madonna-ish too, because it's Material Girl, Ray of Light. You know, we can live in goddess vibes like that. So I'm dragging this across wet paper with lots of pigment on it. So it's going to gouge up some of the stuff. So every so often I might need to clean off my little brush to get any little doodly doo-doos off it. Oops. But now we've got shimmer, glimmer, and chromatic joyfulnesses all happening. Oh, I started doing spots and then I stopped. I need to keep going. So I'm just going to do a few more. Oh, and there's a little story tinkering at the edges of my mind. Oh, we'll just let it. Sometimes you don't even have to define what the story might be. She's just illuminated. This is all of her ancestors, her past, her present, her versions of herself perhaps. And her history that's gone into the evolved being that we see today in front of us today. You know, these stories evolve. I don't know. Okay. Oh, the Venus de Milo stamps and the stencils. So they will be, I probably will be able to show them to you next week. So the Venus, there's exciting things and I will show them to you next week. They won't be here for the start of Botticelliesque, but they will be here. Especially if you're doing it, I'll release them to everyone first because it's limited edition and they're gorgeous. Gorgeous. So it's like as a little sneak peek. Oh, sorry about my little hand thing. Yeah, this the artwork from, well, it's my artwork, but obviously very closely inspired by the great. And yes, that is coming very, very soon. Super excited about that. And because I am really enjoying using those, and because with Botticelli, it's not just the artwork, it's a lot of like the research and the that journal. You'll see it. It's got lots of fun other elements in it because it's a journey. It's not just Botticelli, it's the Renaissance, it's that time. And we're going to be dipping and diving into a lot of that. But this is very, I know it's not Botticelliesque in a normal way, but it is in terms of, it's Botticelliesque, it's the vibe. We've got a Venus, it's mythical, it's not real, and she's got, the hair is floating. We've got a pastel background. There are some connections. This is why we're Botticelliesque. Yes, it's all of her feminine lives in her dress. That's right. And they're all building, they're all part of her. There's all the voices. As she beams out worldwide across the pages to her mermaid cousins over here. Okay. Oh, Magic Giddy just signed up last night for the workshop. Now I'm going to turn this on. Oh, did that scare you? I'm sorry if I just terrified you with my... I just get so excited for myself when the technical things are working and, you know, I've got a few little zip zaps and zoons happening. I just feel very, you know, professional and stuff like that. Look at that. Bam, bam, bam. You know. Anyway, if you've got any questions for me, now is the time to ask them. You've probably already asked what you needed to know. Oh, I can't scroll back. Oh, wait a minute. Just excuse me for one moment. Oh, that's what I was going to get. There's a Birth of Venus mouse pad on the Uffizi Museum website. And I'm just trying to what do you call it? Make an excuse as to whether I, because the postage to send something like that from Italy is a lot more than the product itself. But you know, Mum, maybe there's some other little things on the Uffizi website I could get as well. Okay, now, sorry, I'm just doing this so I can have a look at, there we go, right. A la-di-da-di. Oh, you can see a face behind her. Oh, yes, here's the neck. Oh, yes. Well, that's just another, maybe that's her future face. Maybe that's her ancestors. You know, it's just working things out. All her past lives. Oh, Coletta's got post-op meds kicking. Well, I hope you are in recovery and everything is good, because that is nice. Carusa says she reminds me you of Life is Strange, a character from Life is Strange. Oh, I like that. Oso says, oh, so fine. I just got it. Oh, a bird just flew past the window. Squirrel. She says the chrome paint pen, it's so good. And it is. It's so chromy, especially on, this is a bit absorbent here, but if I just layer it, it is like a mirror, mirror, mirror. That is it. So yes, the stamps are on the way, stencils are on the way. There's always new things happening. You know me. And I've just been working all week on some really exciting things. What's going on with my lights? I wonder why only that light went on. Oh, that's a bit odd. Oh, well, at least that one. Oh, I turned that off. That's why that's not working. Okay. Carusi says, how can I get my imagination back after a year of exclusively doing observational drawing? Just sit down and draw without looking at something, I guess, would be my advice for that one. Just to get moving with it and just start. The thing with drawing from references and drawing from, well, like I'm doing with real life, I am doing that to bolster my drawing from imagination, because I love to draw from imagination. Well, technically, I'm going to include what I've just done, even though it was mainly collage, but I did draw those in the first place, so, and they were from imagination. So I'm going to include that, okay? But if you're drawing from imagination, and there's, I'm not saying one, I don't think they work exclusively of each other, but they feed each other. And it's wherever you find the joy. If you feel like drawing what you see or your feelings about what you see, maybe that's actually a good interim, Caruso, is going from observational drawing into what we do in another workshop that I've been to, or life drawing, called dynamic drawing. And there we are encouraged not so much to draw exactly what we see, observational drawing, but to draw how we feel about what we see. So you're drawing what you see, but you're bringing that imaginary, your feelings, into what it is that you're looking at, rather than going full-blown into the imaginary from that to that, which can feel like a bit of a jump, because it's like from going from wearing all black, it's hard to start wearing colour again. These are just the analogies that are coming to my mind. And then when you wear colour, you're like, oh, I should wear colour more often. And then you'll go back into a stage where you just want to wear sleek and minimalist black or white or whatever it is. So it's just, if you're feeling pulled in that direction, maybe go a little bit, or take your observational drawings. So I used to keep all of my life sketching, observational drawing, in its own journals. And now I take my other journal, just my art journals, swatching, sketching, blah, 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 and I just let it all mix in with each other. And I've realized that any rules that I've set, I've just set those rules myself. So you can just change those rules at any time, because there are no rules in art. There are no rules in art. People might try and lay down some foundational things to help you, like boundaries, or you can make rules just to, like a little container for yourself. But at the end of the day, you are the only one making those rules. So if they're helpful, use the rules. If they're not helpful, break free of the rules. Yes. Kath asks, how is my hand feeling after operation? So good. I can feel there's a lump there where the incision was, where the operation was, and it's still a little bit stiff, and it's still a bit, it's not completely smooth. Like I can feel a bit of a clickety click in there. But I think that's just the scar tissue, and then over time that will smooth out, and that's why I'm still wearing this little, even though it's completely healed and all of that. It's to help keep the scar really, really flat, because it's in a hypermobile area, and I just want the scar to heal as flat and smooth as possible, so that there's no rough edges as the tendon moves around. But yes, that's been good. And one of Angus's cousins visited, and his little boy, gorgeous little creature, he was doing this trick with his thumb, going exactly what I used to do just before this locked permanently. When he was doing it, I was like, don't do that. don't do that. And he was like, yeah, I know, everyone says it's going to, and I was like, I don't know if it'll give you arthritis, but one day it will be like the wind will change and you'll get stuck like that. That's what happened to me. You don't want that. So I don't know if that's what would really happen, but it can't be good because you're hyperflexing it, and then it'll just be, it might just wobble off. I don't know, things silly. But very good. Thank you for asking. Oh, Jenny says she loves a promo video. Isn't that music gorgeous? Was it La Traviata that I used? Or, oh, the music is called Da Vinci Drawing. And that is like a new motto of mine. Done is better than Da Vinci. Done is, well, started is better than Da Vinci. Don't worry about the masterpiece. Just do it anyway. And now I started thinking of Leonardo da Vinci. I forgot what the question was. Oh, yes. So, thank you. I'm glad you noticed that, Jenny, the music. Yes, I had a lot of fun with that. And the font that I've used is called Simonetta, who is the muse. She was a real person, and she was a Florentine beauty. Actually, she was from Genoa. Genoa or Genoa? However you say it. And she met her husband when she was 15 different times. And she was married at 16, and she had passed away by 23 or something, but everyone adored her. There was a mass mourning and the whole thing when she, I think she got consumption or tuberculosis, one of those, olden days diseases that hopefully we don't have anymore. But her face was ideal. Maybe it could be that Botticelli just thought she was the most beautiful thing. She lived very close to him, and maybe he just saw her on the street. Or the people that he was painting the paintings for requested a face of hers, because he painted those most famous ones after she had passed. So she wouldn't have sat as a model. He would have been drawing from memory or sketches made in her lifetime. But her name was Simonetta, and the font that I've used is Simonetta. Isn't that cute? So I'm very, everything is layers upon layers upon layers. And one of the other just fabulous things about this is because it's bringing in our Greek mythology and pre-Raphaelite. So it's just like this gorgeous melting pot of favourite things. Vibrant pastels, the colours, the vibes, the subject matter, the vibes. It's vibing. Okay. Leanna is asking, is the Botticelli workshop aimed at more experienced artists, or could less experienced? Of course. All of my things are just aimed at, they're step by step, and you approach it in the way that it suits you. Okay, here's a good analogy. When I go to life drawing, for instance, there are people who it's their first time ever drawing, and there are people who are practicing artists. And one of the girls there, her art was beautiful. Collapsed lung. People are just, you can't keep people away. Well, I've been going with, weird hand. But the thing with art is you don't have to feel like you have a certain level of skill, especially in my workshops. You approach it where you are, and then I will be holding your hand as you go, and you will, wherever you are, it will meet you, and we will continue on. wherever that is. So whether you've got more experience or less experience, you might have a lot of art experience, but you might not have drawn many faces. Well, it's going to be great for you. You might be fabulous at drawing faces, not so much bodies or backgrounds or whatever it is. We're going to incorporate some of that. Or you might not ever have incorporated some of the other elements that I'm going to be putting in there. And like the journaling aspects and the documentation aspects, which we're going to incorporate, because Botticelli and a lot of the masters were documenters of their art and of keeping their notes. So we're going to have a little bit of that in there too. I'm super into that at the moment. Oh my gosh, I haven't even shown you any of that. It's like a new whole obsession. It gives me such a dopamine hit. I can't even adequately describe, but I don't even want to touch on that quite yet, because it's sort of a side issue, which what we'll be introducing in there. But there will be different elements, as if you've ever done any of my workshops, you know that they're very in-depth. You've got forever access, so you can come and go, and if you do it now, wherever it meets you, and then if you wanted to repeat it again, you know, in a couple of years, your art will be different, because you will have grown in the meantime, and you will have forgotten everything I said anyway. You'd be like, oh, that's right, oh yeah, da da da. But you'll hear and do things differently, even though the lesson might even be the same. So as far as beginner, intermediate, advanced, I don't really like trying to divvy up my workshops like that. It's more, I say just dive in. You will be completely fine, because I've got you. I've got you. That was a long answer, sorry, to probably quite a simple question. Excuse me, scratching my nose. Oh, Sensible Creations sister says, I ordered LayerCake starting point bundle. Oh, you're going to have so much fun. They're fantastic, LayerCakes. They're just fantastic. So the starting point bundle is ice cream slice, which I've just got here. Where is she? And rainbow cake. So they're fabulous selection of colours. I've been using my upper tray here to mix colours, as you can see. So this is ice cream slice here, and you can move the pans around. So if you want to have them in a different order, or you want to, if you've got all of the sets, you can, you know, you might want all of the skin tones together, or all the greens together, or however you want to rearrange them, like a giant watercolour palette set. I've got one missing. I don't know what's gone in here. This is Food Truck, which is sold out. I've had quite a few requests for it, so we might redo it. I just have to organise that. I've got a lot on. I've got so many things that I want to do. Oh, Jenny, yes. Oh, I'm not familiar. I just know the music, that's for sure. Lila's got advice for Carusi. Thank you, darling. Oh, I did it right. Januarco, thank you. Thanks, Kerry. Beautiful city. Oh my gosh. Not all of it, I suppose, I don't know. But the old part where they've kept, thank goodness, that the like the billionaires row of the time is still there, and there's museums and ice cream shops and this and that, and you can just walk around, and I loved it. It had a bit of a dodgy rap on the some of the travel blogs that I wrote. You have to be maybe a bit careful at night. But honestly, I'll tell you a story. We were walking along and we ended up one of these dodgy areas. Just, how do you say? Well, I suppose it's not a swear word, is it? Prostitutes. Prostitutes were there on the street. And I don't know if it's legal or not legal. And I'm really not trying to judge, you know. But we were walking along and we realised, and it looked like a little bit of a, you know, people selling things on the side, like selling things from their pockets, let's say. And it just was like, oh, but it was kind of had a bit of a jolly atmosphere. It wasn't, it was in a, it was sort of alleyways-ish, but olden days of alleyways, so it looked quite gorgeous. It was very aesthetic. And the ladies were there, and there was an older gentleman. We thought, oh, okay, well, we'll just follow him. He looked like a local. And with his walking stick, and we thought, oh, we'll be fine, you know. He'll fight everyone off, if anyone, if there's any trouble. And, well, if we had followed him completely, we would have gone straight into one of the establishments because that's where he was going. So he was welcomed like an old friend. So that was quite funny, but it wasn't really that scary as it turned out. It's human. It was what it was. But if you go in, mind you, it was the middle of the day, so it didn't feel too sketchy. But you know when you get that feeling of sketchiness, it colours everything. And you do have to keep your wits about you, don't you, when you're travelling? But anyway. Oh, so fine's got double joints in her thumbs. Oh. Well, and you don't have any, like they just bend around a lot. Does that make you a better drawer? Or have they got some sort of advantage? Are you better at, you know, if you're at a sale, you could probably grab more things. Oh, I could have used you at the Sabi t-shirt sale. Oh, you're going to be grabbing things for me. If you could, a bigger grasp. Oh, Leanna, it's my pleasure to be able to do that. I'm glad to hear that my enthusiasm, she says, and my positivity has lessened my fear of trying and failing. Yeah, who cares about failing? I will now jump in feet first. Totally, love. Just jump in. Brush first. Go brush first, I say, rather than feet first. Go brush first or pencils first. Let it break the water. But, yeah, seeing people enjoy their art. It's about the process. It's about what the art brings you. It is not about creating, excuse me, I've got an itchy nose, masterpieces or legacies or anything like that. If that happens, great. Who cares? You'll be gone. You may as well enjoy it while in the precious time that you've got. And if doing art and playing with art supplies and colour is what sets your soul alight, then the more of that, the better. Because we just don't have, nothing's promised to us. And if we just get too in our heads, imagine if the only people who were ever allowed to sing, dance or read were the people that were good at it. Only the fastest readers, only the best singers, only the primo de primo ballerinas were the only ones allowed to dance and everyone else? No, never. No. So the same thing with drawing and painting and everything else. We're all allowed to read a book. You can read it as fast or slow as you like. Same as with drawing. You don't have to be. And painting and da da da. Done is better than Da Vinci. Not everything they drew was perfect either. I was just looking at that Botticelli book and there's plenty in there that's not perfect. It's gorgeous, but it's not perfect. So anyway, that's just my philosophy. Some people really love being perfect and good for them. That's wonderful. That's not me. Oh my gosh. Okay. Crucis says, okay, I kind of want all of your supplies. Well, you don't have to get them all at once, darling. Just a little bit here and there, just a nice little bit of a dopamine hit. Start using it, use it, enjoy it. The parcel arrives, you open it, it's like a party, and then you create and you get those you know, the joy out of it. It's such a wonderful way, a tool that we've got if you're creative and if you love art and paint and drawings and pencils, because it's not just a one-hit wonder. You've got them, and until they've used all that, it's really hard to completely use up an art supply. If you manage to use up a whole art supply, mwah, I just about have a party for myself, because it's just so wonderful. I've nearly worn out a whole rainbow pencil at Life Drawing, and I'm going to have a little party when I do, because that means I've used that whole pencil. That's a lot of drawing. So, and it's hard for me to use something up because I've got a lot of art supplies, and I just keep adding more because they make me happy. Okay. Oh, yes. Oh, so no, don't be worried about me. I'm absolutely, it was absolutely fun. It was traumatizing at the time. I'm not afraid to tell you. It was when I realized I couldn't draw. It was interfering with my drawing. Oh my gosh. That was horrible. That wasn't a nice feeling. But always there's the silver lining, or the crime. Here's the silver lining. No, the silver lining is having that realization that drawing is so important, and, you know, to look after my hands and do my stretches, my sketch sizes. So I do this, and with my training sessions, I do, you know, exercises for my hands as well, and just knowing how important they are, and that relationship to drawing, not to take it for granted. And it kicked me back into going to Life Drawing as soon as I was healed from it and all of that, and to going. And also my friend Kim was very encouraging, and what did she say to me? Because I wasn't going, I was talking, I said something about it, and she was like, isn't it like it's really for your mental health? Some wise words, something about mental health and going, and how we tend to cut off things that are so essential. You know, if you're too busy to go and do something, and sometimes the things that are the most essential to our mental health, we cut them off the first. And I was like, oh my gosh, I think that's true. Well, in that case, because it just felt like a luxury, but it's not a luxury, it's essential. So there's always that silver lining, and the sooner you have, you know, your realizations of what's really important to you in life and what not to take for granted, I think that's good, isn't it? I hope so. Yeah, Carisi says, my art supplies bring me so much joy. Just looking at the colours, sometimes just thinking about the art supplies gives me that little nice feelings of joy. And then just even organising them sometimes, that's enough. Kiss them. Not really, don't kiss them. But yes, all this fun that we have. Yes. Yes, and yeah, I agree with you, Carissa. She says, there's those things where, you know, that minimalism thing, like anything that doesn't give you joy. I agree with that, but like there was a lot of throwing away of stuff or disparagement of stuff. No, I have stuff. I love my stuff until I don't. Until it's just dust gatherer, and then, you know, bye. But oh, it's nice. It just sort of sometimes it's got a lot of nostalgia in there. You know, attaches you to a time of your life, or maybe not even a specific event, but yeah, just part of your journey. And it's nice to have. I mean, I'm just looking around. I'm surrounded by plants, art supplies, dogs, and stuff. and I love it all. Okay, my beautiful friends, well, thank you so much for joining me. Dig out your washi tape, do a little bit of a washi collage if you can, because that was fun. If you want to use your gorgeous layer cakes over it, just make sure you activate them on, and it will draw over the top. All paint pens will work over the, and the ultimate pens from my sets. They're the main things that work really well over the top of pencils. No. Watercolour, no. Layer cake, because it's got that, and paint, of course, will work over the top. But you can also try that little trick of the matte medium. That also work if you put journal tattoos down too, you know, if you want it to be able to work over the top of things. And yeah, if you've got a page in a journal that just is, and you whisk past it, or just go into a bit of collage on it and turn it into something that isn't so, you know. Now I love this. I'm not saying it's a masterpiece or anything like that, but it's gone from a little embarrassment at the end to I quite like it. I'd go as far as to say I really enjoyed doing it, actually. So there you go. Okay. Everything, oh, and of course the workshop you can find if you give the video a little like, that'd be nice. You can become a member, you can subscribe, all that stuff. And yeah, go and check out my Botticelliesque, even if you just check out the video just to see the funny ending. I've got some bloopers there where, because when I talk about things, so I get emotional sometimes. Frida Kahlo, can hardly talk about her without it. Eventually it'll get me. You know, like people that have gone, or little pets that aren't here, you know, of course that's going to get me. Just there are certain things, and the birth of Venus is one of them. I can't talk about directly staring at too much. I'll get anyway, so I was doing that. I had to do a few takes, and just something very funny happened, and I included it in the video. I'm not going to put it on YouTube though, because I look like an idiot, but for you guys, anyway, you can see it on my website, on the Botticelliesque sign up page. And if you want to come and join us, the alumni discount's already factored in, like an early bird discount. And then it will just go to the normal price once the workshop starts. You know, I like to do something special for you guys. And of course, these are here, and then I'll tell you about the other, when they're ready, the other surprises that we have coming up. You know, there's always new things, always got new things. So have a great day. It's a great day to have a great day, right? So go and do some joyfully unpolished art, because it'll make you happy. Now, I thought I was just going to do a seamless sign off and be like, bye, but I have to do this. I have to look around the corner and look at that, and then I can go like this and disappear like a fairy. Bye.